You can save yourself months of frustration, wasted money, and false hope if you understand one simple truth about ProstaVive before deciding whether it's worth your time. Most men only realize this after they've already tried everything else, and by then, the damage is usually deeper than they expected. What I'm about to share is not hype, not fear, and not a sales pitch disguised as advice. It's the clear, honest conclusion that only comes after separating marketing noise from real-world logic. Prostate health is one of those topics most people avoid talking about until it starts affecting daily life. Sleep gets interrupted. Bathroom trips become stressful. Confidence quietly drops. And suddenly, something that seems small becomes the center of your routine. That's why products like ProstaVive get so much attention. They promise relief, balance, and control, all in a simple daily formula. But promises are easy. The real question is whether ProstaVive actually makes sense when you look past the surface. There's a reason so many prostate supplements sound almost identical. Same buzzwords, same claims, same before and after stories. And honestly, that's exactly why skepticism is healthy here. If you've been searching for a ProstaVive review final, you're probably not looking for excitement. You're looking for clarity. You want to know if this is another product riding a trend, or something that genuinely stands out for the right reasons. The core challenge with prostate health isn't just the symptoms themselves. It's the confusion around what actually causes them to worsen over time. Many men are told it's just aging, and that discomfort is inevitable. Others are pushed toward harsh solutions without understanding the root issues. This is where ProstaVive positions itself differently, by focusing on internal balance rather than quick fixes. At least that's the idea presented. What immediately stands out about ProstaVive is how it frames the problem. Instead of only talking about the prostate as an isolated organ, it connects prostate discomfort to inflammation, circulation, and metabolic stress. That approach is important because it aligns with what many health experts already agree on. Prostate issues rarely exist alone. They're often linked to lifestyle, diet, and how the body manages stress internally. As I dug deeper, I paid close attention to how ProstaVive explains its formula. The ingredients are presented as supportive rather than aggressive. The language used doesn't promise overnight miracles, which is actually a good sign. When a product claims instant results for a complex issue, that's usually a red flag. ProstaVive instead leans into consistency and gradual improvement, which is far more realistic. Another point worth mentioning is transparency. One of the biggest problems in the supplement world is vague labeling and hidden blends. ProstaVive does a better job than most at clearly stating what's inside and why it's there. That doesn't automatically make it effective, but it does show a level of respect for the consumer that's often missing. Now let's be clear about expectations. ProstaVive is not a medical treatment, and it's not a replacement for professional care. Anyone expecting it to magically erase serious prostate conditions is setting themselves up for disappointment. Where it aims to help is in supporting normal prostate function and reducing everyday discomfort when used consistently as part of a broader routine. One thing that deserves honest attention is who ProstaVive is actually for. This is not designed for men looking for a quick hack or a shortcut. It's more suitable for those who are willing to commit to daily use and understand that real improvement takes time. If you're the kind of person who stops after a week because nothing dramatic happened, this probably isn't for you. On the other hand, if you're someone who values long-term support and prefers a more natural approach, ProstaVive aligns better with that mindset. Many users are drawn to the idea of supporting their body rather than forcing it into submission. That philosophical difference matters more than most people realize. Another factor that often gets overlooked in reviews is consistency in manufacturing and sourcing. ProstaVive emphasizes quality control and standards, which reduces the risk of variability between batches. Again, it doesn't guarantee results, but it does reduce one common source of disappointment with supplements. From a practical standpoint, the way ProstaVive fits into daily life is also relevant. It doesn't require complicated timing or stacking with multiple products. Simplicity increases adherence, and adherence is everything when it comes to supplements. A great formula that's never taken consistently won't do anything. Let's talk about results in a realistic way. Most positive feedback around ProstaVive mentions gradual changes. Better sleep due to fewer nighttime bathroom trips, less pressure and discomfort, a general sense of improvement rather than a dramatic shift. These are subtle but meaningful outcomes, especially for something that affects daily comfort and peace of mind. At the same time, there are people who won't notice much difference. That's true for any supplement, no matter how well formulated. Bodies respond differently. Genetics, diet, stress levels, and existing conditions all play a role. Any review that pretends otherwise isn't being honest. What I appreciate most about ProstaVive is that it doesn't try to scare you into buying. There's no heavy-handed messaging about inevitable decline or extreme outcomes. Instead, it focuses on support and prevention, which is a healthier conversation to have around prostate health. When comparing ProstaVive to other options on the market, it sits in a middle ground. It's not the cheapest, but it's also not overpriced purely on branding. The pricing reflects its positioning as a long-term support supplement rather than a disposable experiment. If you're asking for my sincere conclusion, here it is. ProstaVive is not a miracle cure, and it shouldn't be treated like one. But it is a thoughtfully designed supplement that makes logical sense for men who want to support their prostate health in a steady, realistic way. Its biggest strength is not bold promises, but consistency, transparency, and alignment with how the body actually works. The biggest mistake you can make is expecting any supplement to do all the work for you. ProstaVive works best when paired with basic lifestyle awareness, like hydration, balanced eating, and stress management. When viewed as part of a bigger picture, it has a fair chance of delivering value. If you're on the fence, ask yourself this: are you looking for something dramatic, or are you looking for something sustainable? If it's the second option, ProstaVive is worth considering. If it's the first, you'll likely be disappointed no matter what product you choose. After reviewing everything, weighing the claims, the structure, and the realistic outcomes, my final take is simple. ProstaVive is a solid option for men who want a calm, supportive approach to prostate health without gimmicks. It won't change your life overnight, but it may help improve daily comfort over time if used as intended. If you want to check the official details, ingredient breakdown, and current availability, click the official link in the description below. That's the safest way to make sure you're getting the authentic product. Thanks for spending this time with me. Take care of your health, and I'll see you next time.